Second World War.
My sleep habits are terrible.
My sleep habits, they're pretty good.
My sleep habits are probably not great for most people.
I have horrible sleep habits actually. I put everything before sleep.
Surveys done of U.S. college students have shown universally across the board that college students are not getting enough sleep at night. And these surveys have also shown that their number one complaint about college is that they're not getting enough sleep.
I'm tired because so sorry, I can't focus.
No, you're fine.
I'm tired because the last 3 nights I've only gotten 13 hours of sleep because I manage my time poorly.
I get anywhere from 4 to 6 hours every single night.
I stay up till like at least 1 every single night, and then I have to get up on Mondays and Wednesdays for 8 a.m.s and go to chapel on Tuesdays and Thursdays and get up really early on Sunday to go to church.
I usually get like 8 hours of sleep, sometimes 6 to 8, but it's just not consistent of when I go to bed and when I wake up. It's kind of varies, but it's usually an 8-hour block that I get.
I think the latest I've stayed up so far this year is like 1.
I just find that I have the most energy at night, and also my roommate and I stay up and watch Netflix like every single night.
I am a closing manager at a fast food restaurant. Well, Domino's, it's technically fast food. So I'm there till about 2 in the morning, and usually I have to wake up pretty early the next day.
I put things off because I'm a procrastinator. But then I prioritize like going to the gym and doing stuff like that. And so then I don't do my assignments until really late, which means I don't get any sleep.
A lot of times I have to catch up on my sleep just because I don't get enough. So on the weekends sometimes I have to, and then occasionally on days like today I get up and turn off my alarm and skip class just because I'm so tired.
I'll generally stay up till like 3 in the morning, but I'm kind of one of those people I don't need as much sleep compared to some people. I think it runs in the family.
My body's pretty trained to only getting a little bit of sleep, but when I get a lot of sleep, I actually feel refreshed. Go figure.
The recommendation is that college students get between 8 and 10 hours of sleep a night, and that comes as a surprise to many college students. And they often will say that their body doesn't require that much sleep. For the large majority of the population, that's not true. Their body needs 8 to 10 hours. And a lot of college students would say that, oh, I'll just catch up on the weekends, I'll binge sleep, if you will. And that is not an effective way to actually catch up on sleep. And you might end up more tired than you started if you sleep 12 to 14 hours in a night, whereas just getting a consistent amount of sleep is helpful.
Physically, it's important to me because I know for myself, if I don't sleep a lot, then I'm going to get sick really easily.
Just for me personally, it doesn't negatively impact me that much, but just like it's harder for me to like wake up at 7:30 to go to work the next morning. It's just harder. And like I know it's bad for my immune system because I get sick a lot. So a logical explanation for my immune system being really low or poor would be my lack of sleep. So
My entire body is usually completely out of whack.
Sometimes my friends won't get enough sleep, and you can definitely tell when they wake up in the morning. They have just a different slumped look, and they're like, just don't talk to them.
I know if I don't get it, I don't function at all, really.
Is sleep a priority? Sleep should be a priority for me, but it's really not. It hasn't been lately.
Sleep is of utmost importance because it really impacts your health. And when you are not getting enough sleep at night, then it increases your risk for mental health conditions like anxiety and depression. It impacts your psychosocial spiritual life. So all of your relationships seem more difficult when you're not getting enough sleep. And it affects your skin, so you're more prone to things like acne. It affects your muscles in your joints. When you're more tired, you just feel very sluggish. It can affect your heart and your cardiovascular system, so decreased sleep or not getting enough sleep increases your risk for things like high blood pressure. Also can make you gain weight when you're not getting enough sleep, not only because you snack more when you're up later and you consume more calories, but you actually burn calories when you're getting sleep, which is a lovely thing. Students don't realize that they do their best healing when they're sleeping, be it from muscle injury or from getting over a sickness. So if they have a cold, when they're not getting enough sleep, that cold will last a lot longer. The other thing with the immune system is that when you are sleeping enough at night, you are less susceptible to catching illness.
You also have those friends that didn't get enough sleep, but sometimes you can tell by the way they're so hyperactive because they've either had 12 shots of mocha or whatever they've had. Or
you'll get headaches if you don't drink it. It's kind of like withdrawal. So if I don't drink coffee, I get really bad headaches. It's really bad. You just have to always have coffee.
Caffeine and sugar intake are uppers, but they're also downers in the sense that if you consume caffeine and sugar throughout your day, you're going to get a quick sugar rush or a quick caffeine rush, but then you'll crash even harder. When I talk to students about sleep and they say, I only got 5 hours or I only got 6 hours at night, I encourage them to take a nap during the day. And a good span of time for a nap, something we often talk about, would be power naps. So even taking a 10 to 30 minute nap to recharge and feel better can make all the difference in your day. I would advise against taking a nap any longer than an hour or 2 hours, just because that can throw off those circadian rhythms and it can be harder to fall asleep at night. But if you do need to catch up on sleep, don't wait until the weekend. Get a nap and schedule that during the day that you haven't gotten very much sleep the night before.
I get 9 to 10 hours of sleep every night by just making it a priority, making sure that I get all my stuff done by a certain time. So usually I have my stuff done by about 8 o'clock at night. And then after 8 at night, I take like an hour or two just to relax and calm down before sleep. And then I sleep until my classes. Sometimes I skip my classes if I don't have enough sleep.
Just trying to be more on the ball with homework. I think I'm still trying to figure that out of how to make it a priority, because it's not that easy. And I'd rather be up and staying out with my friends and doing fun things, but at the same time I know, again, like if I don't get enough sleep, I'm gonna be a wreck the next day.
a lot of times if I'm working on homework and I know I need to go to sleep, I have specific playlists on my phone that are however long, either 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And so I give myself that playlist. And then when that's over, I tell myself, okay, like you're gonna get it done in this amount of time. And if you don't, you're going to bed, and then you can get up and do it right before class or something.
Just trying to not procrastinate and put off a lot of things when I know I could benefit more if I got sleep for the next day.
If I need to settle down, I have tea. I'm a tea person.
The National Sleep Foundation recommendations for a healthy sleep environment would include going to bed and rising at the same time so that your body establishes these natural circadian rhythms, and the hormones in your brain are regulating when you should sleep and when you feel sleepy. The second recommendation is to sleep in a quiet, dark, and relaxing environment. Make sure that if you're sensitive to light, you have some blackout curtains, maybe some white noise like a fan running so that you're not hearing people around you. And also using your bed only for sleep activities, so not doing homework on your bed, not reading or watching TV or listening to music, just because your brain associates your bed with other activities, and it's good to just have your bed be for sleep. The other thing that I also suggest to students is that they unplug 2 hours before they go to bed, because the stimulation of a computer screen or an iPad or a phone or tablet actually activates the brain and makes it harder to fall asleep. Another recommendation is to exercise, because exercise really helps you be tired in a good way, so that you're able to have enhanced sleep. However, avoid exercising within 2 hours of bedtime. And the last recommendation is to avoid large meals before bedtime, just so that you're not lying there on a full stomach and your stomach's churning. Also, if you have a meal before bed and you're susceptible to heartburn or gastroesophageal reflux, that can be made worse by eating right before bed. The thing that I tell students is that only they are responsible for being able to get sleep. And in an environment where it's easy to commit to too many things and it's easy to stay up late because you're having fun, it is also easy to get behind on as much sleep as you need.